Hello, everybody. Welcome. I have Adam Kozlov, one of our clients here from Virtuoso Content. Welcome, Adam.
Thanks, John. Happy to be here.
Oh man, it's great to have you on. So, Adam, tell everybody a little bit of what you do and how you do it, because it's kind of exciting, I think, for anyone who's looking to get what you do done. So tell us a little bit about it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. So I'm a copywriter turned agency owner. I went to Yale, got a degree in physics, moved to LA to be a screenwriter, and I got to write for TV. I wrote for Mel Brooks and a bunch of other people on animated shows. As a day job, I started writing for the web, and as I started having children, I decided to make a more consistent income stream. So I turned my freelance copywriting career into a company about in 2013. And I've grown it over the past 11 years into a relatively mid-sized agency. I've got about 50 to 60 writers, 50 to 60 clients, and my whole kind of the guiding ethic is something I call content without suffering. And that basically means that when people write content, whether you're doing blogs or ebooks, there's a lot of unnecessary friction and suffering that goes on into that process. And so, what can we do in our systems to relieve that? So, we're creating content people love and they're proud of without them having to do much.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you write books too, right? For
Yeah.
clients?
Yeah, we got a lot of books, and this is kind of what my TextTonality campaign is focused on is being off ghost writing books for lawyers and financial professionals.
Yeah, a
Yeah.
lot of people like to have their own book. Me and Mike want to have our own book too.
No, and it's funny. It's really easy. I mean, that's the thing is like I've written about 300 books or more personally, and my company's done more, and I've got it down to a process now. I mean, I've written tens of millions of words, and I feel really comfortable doing that, and also it's really fun to guide people, and they're like, oh my God, it took me no time, and the book is great, and it's in my tone of voice, and I find it very rewarding. And
Yeah.
I also find it rewarding that writers like it too. They're
Yeah.
happy, so everyone on the team is happy, and so that's makes me feel good.
So, wanted to ask you a little bit. The folks watching this are thinking about coming to work with
Yeah.
TextTonality and generating some meetings for their client, to bring on new clients. So, before you met us, you were kind of doing a little bit of a search, right? What had you searching for some help?
Yeah, so I've been trying to figure out how do I get consistent leads that I can kind of close that are good leads. I mean, as opposed to leads that require tons of follow up or that they're not quite in our wheelhouse. And I tried a lot of different things, from cold calling to cold emailing to a lot of referrals. Obviously, it's like well, well, you've built your business to. I've done some organic content marketing. I'm still doing that because you're a content writing company. And Facebook ads and such. So I was kind of trying to find what's the perfect way to get new people in.
So,
And
so
it
you
was
bump
difficult.
into us, you find TextTonality. What made you decide to work with us? What was it that had you thinking, okay, I'm gonna work with these guys?
Great question. So, a number of reasons. First of all, I mean, I saw that you and your son were on Rich Sheffrin's Steal Winners podcast, and Rich has been my business mentor for years. I credit his wisdom for me allowing me to kind of grow this company to what the size it has been, and so that was a great qualification. But also, and I was trying to figure out how to market on LinkedIn, and Rich was like, "You should check out Textonality." And then I had a call with your salesperson, and I mean, the concept seemed fantastic. I had done kind of cold outreach before, but not like the way you do it. I love the fact that you guys would rewrite the LinkedIn profile to make it a sales page. That was really cool, and that the entry point was not too expensive. That was also a big plus. So it wouldn't require a big investment. And the idea of getting it all seemed the logic of the presentation made a lot of sense to me. And I'm like, I also because of my price point, I'm like, well, I can if I convert like one client a month, like then I'm ROI positive, and I figured I could do better than that. And so that's that. That was my thinking.
That's great.
Yeah,
And now that you're in, you've been with us for let's see, let's see, December, about 2 months.
2 months. Yeah, basically.
How has it gone? Have we met expectations for you?
We've definitely met expectations. So it's interesting because I know like I was watched some of these testimonials when I was considering like should I sign up for this, and the one thing I'll say is like I've gotten so many people who said first of all the avatar is dialed in perfectly, and I'm getting a lot of people saying I'm interested, I want to meet. I've converted a few, and I have like two deals that I'm like okay that would each already pay for the campaign and then some. I think I'm going to close within the next week or two. I'm fingers crossed, but also I just feel like not only have I been closed, gotten some really great leads, but the leads are the leads are very convertible, and I can see how to scale this and break the constraint and get even more. So I'm very excited. And as I mentioned to you before we started doing this recording yesterday, this is like sort of Ouroboros, like the snake eating itself. But like yesterday, I was talking to a lead on LinkedIn who had TextTonality had found, and she's like, "How did you find me?" And I'm like, "I found this great company called TextTonality. You should check them out too." So I that was sort of spontaneous, but I feel this way. I feel like it's a really, for certain kind of offers, it's a really great great outreach, and it's also so fun because I don't have to do much.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great question I should ask you. Is like, how much time do you have to put into this
Yeah,
after
no,
getting?
it's really great. I mean, and I'm a copywriter, and Mike did my LinkedIn bio, and I was like, oh wow, like he's different skill sets. I tend to be not verbose, but like there's a certain kind of precision and quickness that he and Mackie have been using, which I'm like, oh, this is really great. I wish I could do this, but I don't have to because they can do it
Yeah, that's
for me.
cool.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you if what would you tell people if they were thinking about coming to work with us? But I think you already told me. What would
Yeah.
you say if someone were to ask you, hey, I'm thinking of working with textonality, what would you say?
I think it would really depend on kind of your offer and your avatar. And I think having like a big ticket offer is kind of important so that you can get the return on it. It's a really, the way you guys have framed the offer structure is really, really like it's low barrier to entry. I was considering other things that would be much more expensive and much less convincing in terms of generating. In fact, I actually was doing simultaneously doing a Facebook campaign, and I'm fingers crossed on that. But the leads I'm getting from that are nowhere near the quality of TextTonality leads. These people text are like my ideal client, and they're like, yes, I'm interested. I want to have a meeting, which is just, to me, that's like gold. And so, I mean, if you have that kind of thing where you're like, have a good offer and you want to get in front of them, the other thing that's really great at what you did is that through your kind of, the magic of your, messaging is that the whatever the I'm not being I'm not articulated. They're able to create it so that um, people really want to get on the phone with you, um, and that's something that I struggled with, when I'm trying to
Hmm.
cold outreach. Yeah,
Well, Adam, thank you for taking time out of your day to do this little interview. I'm trying to make more and more of these. We have a lot of happy clients, and I need to put some more up there to let everybody know.
yeah,
Um, and I also wanted to get on because I think a lot of our clients might want to get a book done. And so I hopefully they'll see some of this. I want to post it in our group too. So yeah, so again, I just wanted to make this short and sweet. And I just want to thank you for getting on this call. And any last words you'd like to say to anybody out there?
No, I appreciate that. Hey, listen, if you're interested in writing a book, I mean, like our process, takes between 2 and 4 hours total of your time. I'm happy to like chat with you for free and even brainstorm out ideas. I can kind of suggest, hey, this is a way to go. These are good hooks to do, even outline it for you. So I love doing that. And for me, it's like it's worth it because, let's say I do this for 5 people and four are like, great, I'm gonna write my own book. Thanks, peace out. And one hires us, it's worth it. And also I like doing it. It's really the ideation stage is really fun for me. So if someone wants to hit me up. I'm happy to, help.
Great.
Cool.
Well, thanks again, Adam. And we'll talk again soon.
All right. Thanks,
Appreciate
John.
it.
Okay.
All right.